Hello everyone, Logan from Curated Avalon, and today I have a new Ferris Wheel Press ink. This is Tunes of Tinseltown. So yes, we're already having to think about Christmas, and oh my goodness, Christmas shopping this year. I feel like this year has gone by so incredibly quickly. I still kind of feel like we're in last year. It's really bizarre. Anyway, Christmas is coming quickly and Ferris Wheel Press is on it. This Tunes of Tinseltown is one of their newest inks and it is very prettily packaged. It looks like a little present. Got a kitty cat, Christmas tag, looks like Christmas ribbon made to look like a fountain pen nib, which I think is really cute, and a little merry-go-round. Ferris Wheel Press fountain pen inks are water-based, evenly toned, rich, and saturated, compatible with all fountain pens and dip pens used for your next stroke of genius. Fall in love with writing again. And they do call their shimmer inks sparkling inks. I think that's very fitting. This is going to be their 38 milliliter bottle size. Love the top. How cute is that? So I love a really pretty deep teal ink any day of the week, but I think that's quite a nice idea adding it into Christmas. Really like that printing. Very cute design. Got the little kitty cat. Very cute. Tunes of Tinseltown. You can see that shimmer. And I will be trying this on 4 different types of paper. I will do a spatter, swab, and writing sample. I just kind of open up the Flexbook to anywhere. All right, it's kind of difficult to get all of the papers in one screen. I will do my best to kind of show everything. So as with any ink, you do want to make sure that it is well mixed, whether you shake or just kind of get everything mixed up from the bottom like this. It's up to you. The different companies do recommend different things. I recommend with shimmer inks just going ahead and shaking it. I think it tends to work the best. I'll start off with the spatters. I don't usually spatter on the endless paper, so we'll see how that goes. I'll go ahead and cap, shake it up again. And I usually try to use separate Q-tips for this, but for some reason, I've misplaced my Q-tips. So I have the one. Shake it up one more time before I fill my pen. It's much more green than I was thinking it was going to be. Really lovely, like teal with a lot of depth to it. That's really, really nice. Very evergreen. And today I have my BENU Euphoria Vodka on the Rocks pen. Tunes of Tinseltown. I think that is a very cute name and honestly quite fitting for this color. I'm not sure why, it's really giving me Hallmark vibes. So this has a broad nib, and I'm going to shift some of this around. I can already see some of this drying. That lovely shimmer just starting to pop off the page. That is very beautiful. It's a little lighter than I was thinking. A little bit more on the wet side. Writes very well, keeps up very well. Really, really pretty. Oh my goodness, I love that spatter. Okay. Ferris Wheel Press has really been pulling out some gorgeous inks lately. This is the Flexbook paper. I think I like the color a little bit more on the Flexbook paper. So that's kind of unusual to find an ink that I prefer more on not necessarily a cheaper paper. I mean, I guess it is technically compared to onion skin paper, but just a paper with more texture. It has print on it. You know, you've got the lines printed. Those papers tend to be a little harder for me to be happy with a very pretty ink on, especially something that's more wet. Has a lovely texture on this paper. Keeps up very well. And moving on to the endless paper. Oh, it's actually quite blue on the endless paper. Intriguing. Try to keep shadow off the paper if I can. I really like it on this paper too. It's kind of a completely different look. Keeps up very nicely, but this looks more blue. A little bit icier. And we have the Tomoe River Paper. All right, I can tell you right off the bat that this paper loves this ink. It feels fabulous. That is very pretty. And I feel like I keep saying that with Ferris Wheel Press inks lately, but they just... do they really turn out a disappointing ink? I'm not sure they do. That just looks like gorgeous winter, like I guess a dusk. Gorgeous evening. Stars are just starting to come out. We have a little bit of daylight left. All right, I am going to let these dry and come back to it because it's definitely worth letting a Ferris Wheel Press or really any shimmer ink dry. I typically try to do that overnight. If I can't do it for the videos, I definitely come back to it the next day because it's just so much more stunning. The shimmer will just really come through. While we're waiting for these to dry, that's what I love about the tearaway sheets, I'll go ahead and play around with the dip pen and see what that looks like. As a matter of fact, I think the dip pen just might match this ink or come really close. This is the J. Herbin. This is an emerald color. So typically on the endless paper, the inks come across as a little bit duller. The inks do dry a lot more quickly. It seems to soak through the paper a little bit more, not necessarily to the point where it bleeds, but just seems to absorb more into this paper. So you can get a much darker shade with the dip pen. Get all the way into the lovely black, almost black of that ink. Very pretty. This is that second sample on the endless paper. With the dip pen. This is the Tomoe River Paper. It's really crazy because it looks silver and then it looks gold, depending on the light. This is the Flex book. I'm really impressed with how this ink shows up even on this Flex book paper. I mean, there's a lot of texture to it, and comparatively between like the Tomoe River moving to this. It's printed on. It's very creamy. And still it just absolutely pops. The onion skin. Get a little bit of mintiness on the onion skin paper. And this was that first endless paper sample. Very pretty. So thank you so much for watching. I'd love to hear your thoughts on this new Ferris Wheel Press ink. Christmas is coming up soon. Tunes of Tinseltown. Thank you so much for watching.